Party! Do 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 do! Celebrate! Fun! All those things had one thing in common. Balloons! Balloons can be a lot of fun, but do you know where balloons come from? Throughout history, people have been inflating all kinds of different things with air, but we're just talking about the modern latex party balloon. Actually, balloons isn't our topic today, but I just thought it would be fun to talk about it because we are using balloons in the experiment today. The first rubber balloons were made by a scientist named Michael Faraday in 1824. He made them to use for his experiments in his laboratory. So following in his footsteps, we are going to be using balloons in our experiment today. So for today's experiment, we'll be using balloons, water, and fire. First, let's light a candle. And now we have it. And we'll light our candle. Next, let's take our normal everyday party balloon. And what do you think would happen if we hovered it above our source of heat? Will it pop? Will it melt? Or will nothing happen at all? As you saw, the first one melted a hole without popping. But the second one, however, completely popped. What made the difference? As you saw, the first one with the melted hole had less air than the one that popped. So the first one wasn't as stretched, which means it wasn't as stressed and didn't have as much tension, which is why it didn't react as violently. Now let's see what happens when we add another element like H2O. So for this part of the experiment, we will be putting some water into the balloon. And then we will be taking the balloon off of the funnel while spilling some water. And then we will be blowing some air into it. Now, let's put it over the fire. It better not pop because this is a new shirt. It's not popping. So what we saw when put to the heat, one balloon melted, the other balloon exploded, and the last balloon didn't react at all. Why the different reactions? It all depended on what was inside. With some pressure, a meltdown. With a lot of pressure, an explosion. And with water, nothing. That's because water absorbs and disperses heat. If you think about it, people are a lot like balloons. Sometimes we have meltdowns, sometimes we explode, and other times we stay as cool as a cucumber. And like the balloons, it all depends on what's inside.